Is Jesus divine? Did he put compassion above man-made rules? Did religious leaders want to murder him? Do we believe Jesus' words? Let's look at John 5. What did Jesus come across at the pool of Bethesda? The section in square brackets is not found in early manuscripts. Sometime later, Jesus went up to Jerusalem for one of the Jewish festivals. Now there is, in Jerusalem near the Sheep Gate, a pool, which in Aramaic is called Bethesda, and which is surrounded by 5 covered colonnades. Here a great number of disabled people used to lie: the blind, the lame, the paralyzed. And they waited for the moving of the waters. From time to time an angel of the Lord would come down and stir up the waters. The first one into the pool after such disturbance would be cured of whatever disease they had. One who was there had been an invalid for 38 years. When Jesus saw him lying there and learned that he'd been in this condition for a long time, he asked him, "Do you want to get well?" Did the Jews criticize the man for carrying his bed on the Sabbath? Was this a part of the Sabbath law or a man-made rule? The sick man answered him, "Sir, I have no man to put me into the pool when the waters stirred up. But while I'm coming, another steps down before me." Jesus said to him, "Rise, take up your bed and walk." And immediately the man was made well, took up his bed and walked. And that day was the Sabbath. The Jews therefore said to him who was cured, "It's the Sabbath. It's not lawful for you to carry your bed." He answered them, "He who made me well said to me, 'Take up your bed and walk.'" Then they asked him, "Who's the man who said to you, 'Take up your bed and walk'?" Did Jesus claim that both he and his Father work on the Sabbath? Did he thus claim to be equal with God? Instead of rejoicing over a man freed from misery, were religious leaders using man-made Sabbath rules and Jesus' claim to divinity to plot murder? The man didn't know, for Jesus had disappeared into the crowd. But afterward Jesus found him in the temple and told him, "Now you're well, so stop sinning, or something even worse may happen to you." Then the man went and told the Jewish leaders that it was Jesus who had healed him. So the Jewish leaders began harassing Jesus for breaking the Sabbath rules, but Jesus replied, "My Father's always working, and so am I." So the Jewish leaders tried all the harder to find a way to kill him, for he not only broke the Sabbath, he called God his Father, thereby making himself equal with God. Does someone who dishonors the Son also dishonor the Father? Who's been given all judgment? Jesus therefore answered them, "Most certainly I tell you, the Son can do nothing of himself, but what he sees the Father doing. For whatever things he does, these the Son also does likewise. For the Father has affection for the Son, and shows him all things that he himself does. He'll show him greater works than these, that you may marvel. For as the Father raises the dead and gives them life, even so the Son also gives life to whom he desires. For the Father judges no one, but he's given all judgment to the Son, that all may honor the Son, even as they honor the Father. He who doesn't honor the Son doesn't honor the Father who sent him." Is there a resurrection to life or judgment? Does it depend on whether people did good or wicked things in this life? Does easy believism ignore this passage? I assure you that whoever hears my word and believes in the one who sent me has eternal life and won't come under judgment, but has passed from death into life. I assure you that the time's coming, and is here, when the dead will hear the voice of God's Son, and those who hear it will live. Just as the Father has life in himself, so he has granted the Son to have life in himself. He gives the Son authority to judge, because he's the human one, or most translations say the Son of Man, don't be surprised by this, because the time is coming when all who are in the graves will hear his voice. Those who did good things will come out into the resurrection of life, and those who did wicked things into the resurrection of judgment. I can't do anything by myself. Whatever I hear, I judge, and my judgment is just. I don't seek my own will, but the will of the one who sent me. Did John the Baptist say that Jesus was like a lamp giving light? If I speak for myself, there's no way to prove I'm telling the truth. But there's someone who speaks for me, and I know what he says is true. You sent messengers to John, and he told them the truth. I don't depend on what people say about me, but I tell you these things so that you may be saved. John was a lamp that gave a lot of light, and you were glad to enjoy his light for a while. Did the works of Jesus and the Scriptures testify about him and his divinity? But the testimony that I have is greater than that of John. For the works that the Father has given me to accomplish, the very works that I'm doing, bear witness about me that the Father has sent me. And the Father who sent me has himself borne witness about me. His voice you've never heard, his form you've never seen, and you don't have his word abiding in you, for you don't believe the one whom he has sent. You search the Scriptures because you think that in them you have eternal life. And it's they that bear witness about me, yet you refuse to come to me that you may have life. Did Moses give witness about Jesus in the Hebrew Scriptures? Do we accept the word of politicians, advertisers, or church leaders, but not Christ? I don't accept glory from men, but I know you, that you have no love for God within you. I've come in my Father's name, yet you don't accept me. If someone else comes in his own name, you'll accept him. How can you believe? While accepting glory from one another, you don't seek the glory that comes from the only God. Don't think that I'll accuse you to the Father. Your accuser's Moses, on whom you've set your hope. For if you believed Moses, you would believe me, because he wrote about me. But if you don't believe his writings, how will you believe my words? Is Jesus divine? Did he put compassion above man-made rules? Did religious leaders want to murder him? Do we believe Jesus' words? You decide.